guys, this is Rosie and welcome to my channel, The Stylish Sicilian. Welcome back. I know it's been a couple of weeks actually since I've posted a video, but unfortunately I had a bit of a family situation that required me to leave the country, and so I wasn't able to film, but I'm back and I'm really excited to be back. I feel a little rusty, but what better way than to just jump right into things, am I right? So today we're going to be reviewing the new AirStyler by L'BRISE. It's their AirStyler 2.0. It literally looks like they're kind of doing like what Dyson has done. It looks almost like a Dyson, but for I think about half the price. And I know. If you've watched my first L'BRISE video, which a lot of you have, so which one made me want to do this video, I see a lot of your comments and reviews, and I'm not gonna lie, I have heard some things that, you know, they're not great with their customer service, they're not good at responding, and I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm just going off of my experience. I have had times where they are a little slow to respond, but they always do at the end. Sometimes I require another email from them, but you know what, and I get it. In my mind, I'm like, well, I'm getting this for such a good price that it's fine with me to like have to email them more than once or anything like that, but I get it. You don't want to have to do all that. Your time is valuable. But I'm literally going to tell you off my experience with L'BRISE, and then you kind of got to do whatever makes sense for you. But I've always had a good experience with them, and I actually use their original AirStyler constantly. It's a staple in my life and I love it. And I love the price because it's just too expensive to get that Dyson. I would love it, sure, but it's expensive. So I was really excited when they came out with this, and I will be transparent. I asked them if they'd be willing to send me it free of charge, and I did say I wanted to do a YouTube video for it, but they were willing to send it to me either way. So this is not a sponsored video, but this product was given to me for free and I chose to review it with you. So there's like full transparency on that front. Today we're going to unbox this new AirStyler and all of its components. We were able to get all the attachments. I will give you a side-by-side so you can see what the old one looks like versus the new one. And we're gonna test it out. And again, this will be my first time trying it. I watched some videos online to see how to use it a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it my best shot just to show you how to use each tool. So stick with me, and then at the end we're gonna decide if we like it, if it's worth it, and do we think it's good for the dollar, value of it? And would we rather get it over a Dyson? Again, haven't tried a Dyson, but is it worthy? Is it good enough? Like, that's really what it comes down to. What's the quality? So we're gonna go through all that and stick with me. So here's the big box of goods. So just to kind of, as I unbox these, so we have the voluming brush. It's so dusty because I got it like a month ago. The smoothing brush. We have the blowout brush. Man, a lot of brushes. The blow dryer. And of course, the AirStyler. So, hard to see, but we will go ahead and open it up. So if you're new here, I would suggest watching my first video on L'BRISE. Kind of talks a little bit more about how the technology works for these AirStylers, but in a nutshell, it's supposed to be non-damaging to your hair, which is a win for me. I use it all the time. So here we go. So this is the box. So it's a 1.25 inch Kawanda curling and volume. It uses nanotechnology and has an extra long barrel and is supposed to give you the ultimate shine and blowout. We'll see. All right, so let's open it. Wow. Ooh, what's this? Free card to claim a new attachment. How fun. So if you buy this, you might get that inside. So this at full price is $350, with each additional attachment costing $29. Now, right now I'm looking at the website and it's like $250. But if you use code Rosie30, you do get $30 off your price, your purchase price of whatever. So Rosie30, I will have the link in the description box below if you choose to purchase it. And I do get a tiny commission of the sale. But again, I always promote products that I'm interested in, that I personally use, regardless of what's going on the internet. I promise. So I haven't decided if I like this yet, but if I did like the first one. So let's take it out. See, is this? Ooh, let's take that out. So it has this little brush in it. I guess maybe that's for like possibly cleaning it out. So If you're curious of what the old one looks like versus the new one, let me show you. So here's the original and here's the new one. So you can see what the difference is. This is definitely longer, and you can see the barrel is just so much better in length. And what's so nice, which I am so excited about. So the one thing I always thought was annoying was that with this one, I would always have to take off the barrel if I wanted to switch what side I was curling, because it only would blow one way, which was a pain, because then if I ever had to do a touch-up, I had to keep taking it on and off. But this one, this works kind of like the Dyson, where it has a knob at the top where you can turn it, and then these will turn the direction of where the air is going to blow, meaning you don't have to take this off every time you need to change the direction of your hair. That is huge for me. So, whoa, very excited. How do you detach it? There's a button here. You just press it and turn. And you can see here, it tells you if it's locked or not. So if you pop it back in, locked. You should hear that snap. So you know that your instrument is securely, received. Walk you through what the buttons have, what they do. So this is the unlocking button, power on and off. Then you have the cold shot. You can see a little snowflake. And then here you have the airflow settings. There's 3 airflow settings and the temperature settings. So you have 3 levels of heat temperatures. But yeah, so the cold shot will help you kind of set your curl so it'll last longer and it'll kind of be like a little less frizzy, I find. But yeah, that's what those do. What's new too is there's this bottom, this is a filter. You can detach it. I'm gonna see how that works. And you can kind of just manually clean that out, is what it says. So not so bad. Let's go through each attachment. So we have the blow dryer, which we're gonna use first. Again, this is $29 at full price. Same concept, it has little locking symbols here. Looks like, the Dyson. So we have that, and that's the size of it, you can see. So we're gonna use that one first. Next, we have the blowout brush. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have a hard time figuring out how to use all these, but the good news is L'BRISE has a lot of styling instructions, styling videos on their website to help you out. Okay, so this is the blowout brush. Kind of nice. Hear about the bristles, they're like a plastic. Can you hear it? Can you hear what it is? So there's that one. We'll put that here so I know what it is. Then we have the smoothing brush. Okay, here it is, smoothing brush. That's the back of it. So it's just like a regular brush. See the bristles there. Feels very nice, like a sturdy material, so that's good. And I really like the black matte. Then, lastly, the volumizing brush. So these are supposed to all these tools are supposed to help you get that blowout look, So it's not supposed to give you those tight curls that a curling iron is gonna give you. I feel like a lot of people thought that with the last one, but it's supposed to give you like a blowout, like a supermodel blowout. So this is like kind of softer bristle, but yeah. So it's like a typical bristle. So that's the volumizing brush. Now, I'm sure you're tired of just looking and you want to see how it works. So we're going to go ahead. I washed my hair and it's already starting to dry. So you need it to be about 80-85% dry, and it depends on your hair. My hair is about medium in thickness, so I kind of like to keep it more of like an 80, not like I really know, but I'm going to kind of dampen it up again so that way I can walk you through how it's going to work. If you ever wondered what my real hair looks like, there it is. Okay, so once I got out of the shower, I did put my typical goods, my Olaplex Bond Smoother, and I put my Olaplex No. 7 Bonding Oil. Gives me, and you can tell I'm like out actually of a new bottle, but I have no idea where it is. But I don't know if I could find this in the States, but since I just came back from Italy, I'm obsessed with this oil for my hair. It's kind of, you can use it for all types of hair, it says on here, but I got this years ago, and I swear I use it like so sparingly that this time I bought a huge bottle of it. If I can find it, I will link it. It smells amazing and makes me feel like a European model when I wear it. So I'm gonna finish with this one, but yeah, I'm obsessed. So definitely use some type of bonding cream or oil. Helps kind of prep your hair for the ultimate blowout. Okay, so we're gonna start with the blow dryer. I'm gonna click it in, heard the click. Now hold power button. Whew. A lot of power. So we're gonna dry it just a little bit. And we have it full air, full heat. Okay, so blow drying your hair just to start will help kind of give it a little bit more bounce, more volume. If you ever notice when you blow dry your hair versus you just kind of let it air dry, it kind of will sit on your head. At least it does with me. But when I blow dry, it kind of like lifts my root a bit. So I'm not sure if I got to 80. I feel like it's a little bit more damp still, so maybe I'll blow it a little bit more. Okay, that feels good enough. So I'm gonna just like brush out my hair so that I can kind of start separating it to how I want it to look. Okay. And if you're a hairstylist watching me and you're like, wow. And no, I'm not a hairstylist. I do my hair a lot though. So I'm always curious about what to use. Okay, so I wanna just kind of show you how each tool works. So how we're gonna do that will be a little bit hodgepodgey, but what better way? So we're gonna take this off, okay? And I saw in one of the styling videos that they used the volumizing brush to kind of lift the bangs. So we're gonna try and test that out. So let's do it. I'm gonna kind of sort my hair like this. Watch me do this terribly. Now keep in mind, this is the first time I'm testing this product and kind of going off of what I've learned from the internet and what I'm just curious on. Okay, so definitely got something in my eye, but here we are. So we're gonna turn it on. So we're trying to get that big, volumey. Top, and we're gonna roll it down. So I saw them do it this way. I'm gonna cold shot it and turn it off. Now, bear with me, I figure out how to do this. There we go. I'm gonna let that sit there and see if the way they did it online will work for me. So I think the best way to do this video is to kind of do the air styler, the curling barrel on one side, and the other tools on the other side, and give you like a side by side. How does that sound? If I could get this thing to stay. Times like this, I wish I did have a hairstylist with me to help me out. Can't see the back of my head. Okay. We're gonna start with something I'm more comfortable with, the air styler. So it looks like it works the same as the other one, the original, minus this component. So we're gonna turn it on. Let me see which way it's going. So it's going that way. Okay, so we're gonna do this side with this. So bear with me. We're gonna start right here. And see how, oh yes. That is fantastic. That picks it up so much better than the first one. Now let's cold shot. Hold it. And then we're gonna let it go. Look at this! Fantastic. Let's do one in the front. Still on cold. All right, so when you go to cold, you gotta hit the bottom, you go back to hot. Yes! Oh my gosh. And I actually like how much thinner this one is. Okay. Cold shot. And ready? Woo! Yeah, so we want it to kind of sit tight in the beginning. So let's go and do the rest. Let's speed up this video. All right, so here is the result. That is crazy. So I will say the barrel's a little bit thinner, but I kind of like it. So it's gonna be a little tight right now, but we're gonna kind of comb it through a little bit later and see how it goes. So what do we think? How is this side looking? I'm so excited. That took not that much time. With me talking and everything, that probably just took like 3 to 4 minutes on just this side alone. So whoa. Very excited. Now, let's move on to the rest. Now we're gonna try the smoothing brush. We're just gonna smooth out the hair a little bit. Woo. So in my experience, you always want to brush away because it gives you that extra volume, that extra lift. So I'm not trying to get it all the way through. Still scotch damp, but it does have that little shine to it, which I wasn't expecting. It doesn't feel frizzy. It feels soft and smooth. Now again, I have oil in my hair, so that helps. So we're gonna take this off because we're testing each one out. And now I want to see if I could kind of get a bit of a blowout look on that side. I love how tonight I'm going out to dinner with my family. They're gonna be like, what's going on with your hair today? All right, so we have this. Let's see how this one goes. So this is the blowout brush. All right, guys. Now bear with me. I had a harder time with this because I'm not really used to this brush, but I feel like I could get the hang of it after a while. I was kind of trying to go for that like Donna Paulson from Suits hair where it's just kind of wavy. And I feel like after a few more efforts, I'll probably nail it. I think this is just user error, but I'm liking this and it feels really soft. Really soft. I'm really shocked. Now this thing is driving me nuts, so I'm gonna take it off and I have a feeling I did not nail it on this one, but let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens here. Did I do it? We'll see. Let's see, did I get it? Oh, maybe a little bit, kinda. Here, let's see if I can kind of finger comb it out. Actually, it's not so bad for my first time doing something like that. I've never done the whole barrel in your hair, but you know what I'll do is, let me brush it out. Actually, I should probably use the other one. So now, I don't think you need to be using all these tools at once. This video is just to kind of show you how to use them in all the different ways you can, together, apart, just to show you if they actually do what they say they do. So let's see. Why I'm not as upset about these nice bangs. So, just to show you the difference, you have these smoother sides here. I feel like I need to kind of go back in and do the top, but again, that's probably because I was like trying not to hit the front here. But let me show you. So here's the side. Now I'm definitely a fan. The curling, the AirStyler is always the easiest one for me to use. So I'm gonna have to get used to this side now and how to use those tools. But what do you think, guys? Again, first timer on this one, but I am pleasantly surprised. Now, when I'm done with everything, I always go in with a little oil, just a scotch, a little something. If you, oops, turn it on and that would help me. A little bit of oil. Oh my God, that smells so good. Ah, it smells like Italy. And I put that in. So after you, especially with the curls, you kind of want to like, I always, at least in my opinion, you should always kind of run your fingers a little through it, kind of pull those curls a little looser, kind of get a little bit more of a wavy, relaxed vibe. You can see here what I'm talking about. And then on this side, I'm gonna have to probably go back in, but it's gonna just enhance that shine, and especially those roots. You know what's really nice is I'm always worried. I have a hard time growing out my hair unless I'm pregnant. But I always feel like I get split ends so easy. So this is a great tool for me, and I always feel like it does deliver on that promise. And having the oil at the end too really helps with maintaining healthy, shiny hair. So I think that's pretty much it for all the tools. I hope I touched each one at least once. Now, do I recommend it? Okay, again, I understand that there are some online concerns, but for me, I've always had a decent enough responsiveness from customer service. I have had friends who have said the same thing, that they wanted like their money back because for their hair it just didn't work. Some it did, some it didn't. They were able to get their money back after a couple emails. I did express concern to them about their customer service, and they said they are working on improving that. So hopefully that's true. As for the product, I personally am a fan. I'm a fan of the price being lower. They always have a sale too. So try to get that sale like price and then see if you can add the code with it. Again, the code is Rosie30. I will link it below for you to shop. I do get a tiny commission of the sale. It helps with my content creator life. But again, I use this. I use that other one so much. You can ask anybody. It's my tried and true tool, and the fact that salons use it too makes me feel more interested in it, because you're going to pay for someone to use these tools on your hair. They better be good. I'm gonna rate this like a keep rate. I'm gonna say this one's a keep. Definitely get it if you're trying to avoid that Dyson price. Otherwise, you know, Dyson's always a great option, but again, discounts are great. And as long as they do what they say. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm glad to be back doing this with you. Thank you so much again. Please, 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 if you haven't already, subscribe, comment, like this video. It helps me in more ways than you even know. And please, tell me how you feel about this video. Are you a fan? Are you interested? Are you just like, heck no, not doing it? I wanna know. Good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you at next week's video. Ciao. Here's some bonus material for you. If you want to see how it works on the other side after I've already done the smoothing and blowout, I'm gonna go ahead and go through it. So if you're curious and you want to stick around longer, let's finish my hair for today. What do we think? Nice and pretty. All right, guys. See you next time.